Beep, beep, beep. Ba-da, boop, boop, boop. Ba-da. Wild thing. You make my heart sing. Hey, everybody. It's me, Will, at The Myth Traveler on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. It is Monday. It is lunchtime. I only did a little bit of work this morning, if I'm being perfectly honest. But I think it's time for a break. Let's play some crosswords. Let's do the Wordle. I don't know. We'll poke around. We'll see where the day takes us. I don't know. Okay. I don't know if I'm doing okay. I feel a little punchy or something. I'm not sure. I have a new story out right now. I just set it to public. I wrote a story on my website, themythtraveler.com. I want to make audio versions of all these stories, but it just takes time because you got to record it and then you got to edit it. But at least let me show you what I just released here. And of course, it looks a little... There we go. Looking a little bit better. The Fountain. Everyone remembers where they were when Jimmy Fallon unveiled the cure for death. Welcome to The Tonight Show. You're here. You made it, shouted the eternally boyish Jimmy Fallon as hundreds of fans applauded and whooped from the audience. Go check it out. TheMythTraveler.com, The Fountain. Bye, honey. I love you. Have fun. It's the beginning of the post-apocalypse. Does that make sense? Maybe just the beginning of the apocalypse? Is that a little more understandable, perhaps? But go check it out. This was exclusive to my paid backers on my website. I just set it to public, which means I'm going to replace it with a news story that will be exclusive for people for a little while longer. But there are tons of stories here. Super fun. Why the hell not? Just have a goddamn good time. Now let's do some silly stuff. Hey JD, good morning. How are you doing? I think I want to get right into the crossword. I think I want to get my my brain in shape, right? Do some brain training. Is everything on screen here? Cozy Home in the Woods. Does that look halfway decent? There's another one that I've got. Yeah, I think this might be the one. This might be the one. Or is this even... Okay. All right. Cozy Home in the Woods. A cabin, log cabin, cooking vessels for omelets. Pans? What? Ask for as a cigarette informally. May I? How do you ask for a cigarette? I remember being a teenager and people being like, can I bum a stogie? And be like, oh my God, you're 15. Putting to work, box office dud is a flop. Lasso material, rope. High energy person metaphorically, not sure. Means justifiers, it said. The ends justify the means. Nothing doing. Who's their response? It's me! Corp honchos. CEOs? Maybe? Melon with a yellow rind. Melon with a yellow rind. Cantaloupe? Strategic maneuver. Pit stop. I don't know. Ending with October or Gab. Fest? Oktoberfest? Gab Fest? Rap culture? Not sure. Obsolescent music purchases in brief. Could be EPs, LPs, CDs. Not sure. I'll put the S there. Low pH liquids. Guess what? I don't know. Geico or Gecko or I don't know. JD says, I liked The Fountain. My story reminded me of an audio drama I listened to recently. What audio drama? I wrote a story about the Fountain of Youth and how it was unveiled on specifically Jimmy Fallon. Which I think is a lot of fun. It's something that originated as a joke that I would, I don't know, just like, I don't know, like almost like a cocktail party kind of topic. But I decided to turn it into a story, and I think it's pretty fun. I think it probably could go even further. But I think it's a good time. And I think I did a good job writing in the voice of The Tonight Show. I'm a big fan of, like, late-night television. So I decided to take a stab at it. Let's get back. Single, double, or triple in baseball. A run? A hit? I don't watch sports. I don't know anything. Dog command, or a hint to the starts of the answers to the four-starred clues. Dog command. Stay, sit, heel. Organization for Penguins and Ducks, NHL. Popular sans serif typeface, Arial. Geological rift. You've got mail, ISP, AOL. Official order, Christmas song. A carol. Not sure. Fate. Major blunders. I used to work for a Major Blunders. Does that make sense? I was in the army, and we had to answer to Major Blunders. This is a Kevin James comedy waiting to happen. Flyers that may consume thousands of insects in an hour. I mean, birds. Flyers. Pimento. Is that how you spell pimento? Pimiento? Stuffed treat. Olive? That's odd, right? Bonafide. Soothing succulent. Documentation leading to proof. Hieroglyphic bird. A bird. I want to say like an eagle or something. JD says BBC Radio 4 has a seasonal anthology podcast. It was called 157 Years. Basically, people started having something called ELS, Extended Life Syndrome, and live about twice as long as normal. Interesting. That's pretty cool. I would check that out. R&B great Redding is Otis Redding. Tries to de-ice? I feel like a dope. De-ice. As winter roads. Salts? Salt the roads. Bit of skin ink informally. Tat. I'm not a part of the tatted world. Cooped up. Totally lost. Shaped like dice. Cubic? It wouldn't be cubed, right? I don't know. I'm just going to do cube right now. Carne asada. Football team in Buffalo. The Buffalo Big Boys. The Buffalo Bufords. The Buffalo Bills. Blooming with foliage in... I don't know. Oxfam or Mercy Corps. Not sure. Gone, just like that. Don't know. Like red carpet celebrities. A list. Sally Field role is Norma Ray. Oration, speech. Some fine porcelain. Don't know. Beehive or French twist, updo. Kitchen description after spaghetti sundae. It's a mess. A cook might have a secret one. A recipe, secret recipe. Ludicrous failure. Snoopy and Gromit for 2. Cartoon dogs, beagles. Beagles. Turn clockwise as a screw. Titan. Petty kerfuffle. Oh, in leaf. Blooming with foliage. Let's do it. Thank you. 8 in Spanish, ocho. Opinion survey. Is this like a call or something like that? I don't know. Country east of Niger is not, I don't know. In dire straits, run is wrong. Baseball. Okay. Let's take another look at this. Country east of Niger. Not sure. Don't quit now. Dog command or a hint to the starts of the answers. Not sure. NARC's organization is the... Who was going after... an opinion survey is a poll. Thank you, JD. Who was going after Walter White? His brother-in-law who worked for the Can't think of it. Leave astounded. Pitcher sent in to seal a win. The DEA. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I just couldn't think of it. Pitcher sent into... It's like a... I'm not sure. Crops up. Let's go with a... it would have to be plural. Up here is not right, I don't think. Panic at the Disco. Emo pop? One navigating a maze, maybe. Lab rat. I like that. Give joy. Oh, a closer. Wow, JD, thank you. You're on it. Crops up, arises. Again, nice. Basketball rebound play. Not sure. Newborn horses. Foals. Join forces. Unite. Can be verde or roja. Salsa. Worm on a hook, for example, is bait. Sin City co-star Jessica Alba. A waistcoat is a... Oh, is FOA. So this is wrong. Foals. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're right. You're absolutely right. Oh, what did I miss? Yeah, waistcoat. I'm not sure. Airport group. Airport group? Terminals, but I don't know. Is it a group in an airport or a group of airports? I do not know. Oh, pans was correct. A cooking vessel for omelets. TSA airport group, of course. Good one. Ask for a cigarette informally. Bum. Put to work using. High energy person, metaphorically. Ball of fire. Doing nothing is idle. Melon with a yellow rind is... Cassava melon? Is it cassaba? Like that? Eh? Strategic maneuver is a tactic. Rap culture is hip-hop. Obsolescent music purchases in brief, CDs. Low pH liquids, acids. Single, double, or triple in baseball. Hit. Dog command. Go fetch. So why is this a hint? Oh, go fetch a ball. Go fetch a bone. Oh, okay, I get the clue here. Geological rift is a fault. Official order is... Well, Chad going down, country east of Niger. A decree. Decree. A Christmas song is a Noel. This is going to start with a K because vertically down it's stick. Kismet. Is it Kismet? I'm going to say it's Kismet. Flyers that may consume thousands of insects in an hour. Bats. Smoothing succulent is aloe. Documentation leading to proof. Paper. Go fetch the paper trail. Ibis is the bird. Cooped up. Pent. Not bad. Look at that. That's a pretty solid Monday. What do you think? 10 minutes? I mean, 43 seconds, so round up. 11 minutes. Not bad. That wasn't bad at all. I feel the appropriate amount of confidence to tackle the mini and make a fool of myself. Let's see. Here we go. Double-edged sword. Clean energy group, the EPA. Shine brightly. Glow. Gleam. Barely getting by. Palm fruit trees. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't feel good. Sane. Yeah, this is bad. You should never take a chance and just fill in what you think it might be. You got to be certain. You got to be certain. Not good. This isn't good at all. Durian? No. No. No! Spotted polka dots. Oh my god. Barely getting by. Eking by? This is stupid. Could this be right? What is this? What? What was this? What was this puzzle? Ate it. Oh, you wiped out. You totally ate it? Oh, come on. This kept screwing me up too, because I would just... It's so weird in a mini sometimes when, like, you see both sides highlighted. I couldn't even think straight. This was awful. Eking. You're eking by. This is a Monday? I don't think so. I didn't like that at all. They'll be hearing from my lawyer. All right, let's do the Wordle. Spoilers for the Wordle, if that's your concern. The Wordle, I've taken the joy out of Wordle for myself because I've come up with a methodology that almost always works. It never really, amounts to... Let's see, I knew there were going to be double letters somewhere. Appley? What? This is weird. So the P can only be in the second spot. So it has to be Appley. That's bizarre. What a bizarre word. Well, I got it. Just for the hell of it. Let's take a look at the spelling bee. The goal here is you have to spell as many words as you possibly can. They have to include the middle letter, which in this case is G. They have to be at least 4 letters long. So, let's see. That doesn't feel right. Huh. Huh. I'm already struggling. This does not feel like the kind of thing that I should do on a stream. This one. Twilight, good job. Yeah, I don't think I should do this on a stream. It's too embarrassing. Way too embarrassing. All right, let's hop over to Framed. Try to figure out a... Oh, come on! Really? Alright, got it in one. This is what would have been the second one. I would have gotten it. That looks like Zero the dog. Would have gotten it. Definitely would have gotten it. Definitely would have gotten it. Would have gotten it. Would have gotten it. Would have gotten it. Alright, weekly TV show they do these days. And I'm way worse at the TV shows. Terry Colby. Oh, is this Mr. Robot? Did I see Mr. Robot? I think he was teeny tiny in the previous frame. Yeah, I've never seen this show. But that's Mr. Robot right there. That's the guy. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know any of this. I've never seen this show. I would have gotten it here as well. Oh, and Christian Slater. Yeah, alright. Whatever. Slightly joyless, perhaps. Here's the video game one. I'm pretty bad at this too, to be honest. Is this like PlayStation 1? Is this maybe Spyro? Ape Escape? Which I've never played. It was Ape Escape. Holy shit. Well. Okay. Alright. Slightly joyless. This I've been getting into. The waffle. This is fun. I think Dorian had suggested this one. And it's a pretty good time. It's obviously very similar to Wordle, but I think it's got its own identity. And it's super fun. So let's see here. Some of these letters are obviously in the word. They're just in the wrong spot here. So I'm going to say that it's likely that the O goes second, right? And then because the D is still yellow, it therefore has to go here. All right. The N had been yellow here, but now it's turned white, which means it's not part of the down, the crossword. It's part of the down here. I'm going to therefore, and look, there are no E's in this vertical word, but there has to be a vowel between these two D's. So I'm going to try the I, and I was right, and I even got the D in the right place. So anyway, just to sort of like exemplify, this is how this works. DDER, most likely. This word is either otter or utter. Well, guess what? It's utter. C blank U. It's obviously not an R. I think, therefore, it's probably an H. I was wrong. Let's also look at this. What is this? DOD blank Y. I don't know what that could be. Seems weird. I'm surprised that wasn't an H. So what is it? An L? There you go. Clued. Like you clue somebody in? Okay. I'm going to say this H probably goes with the C. I was right at least that time. I don't know what DOD is. Dodie a word? Let's say this is churn and undid is going down vertically. Dodgy. Okay. Churn and nerdy. There you go. Fun. That's super fun. Dodgy, you were right. And we're like blazing through. Let's hop over to Sleuth and see what kind of a day we're in for. Is this I can't even remember the last time I lost. I don't think I've lost in a long time, right? So let's do it on hard mode. We'll do basic Sleuth. It's way trickier to remember all these names, I find. Will I need to write today, but my brain isn't in it. Guess what? I totally get that feeling, and I think it's even how I feel today. How do you... This is where it's like, I don't even know that I can help you or offer any like perspective, because this is something that I really struggle with myself, is like the page one problem, right? Or like they call it writer's block. I always just think of like, it's just very hard to begin. But then theoretically, once you are in motion, it's like, it's like pushing a boulder up the hill to start. But then once you've done that, now it's all downhill, and you're just sort of like going. The boulder is in motion. But boy, do I empathize with that feeling. Maud Crompton was brutally murdered only hours ago. The body was removed by persons unknown from the murder scene. You are now standing at the front door of the Crompton estate. The door is open. Main hall, the walls are covered in a variety of old master paintings. That's exactly where I am. I have been conceptualizing and need to just write. I have asked a friend to read when I have something to try and pressure myself. I find more often than not that the... does that work for you, I guess, is really the question. Because I'm finding more often for me that the typical ways of applying pressure aren't working anymore. It really has to be self-motivated. I keep thinking a lot about people just being like, yeah, I just had to get my diet under control and then I lost weight. Like that particular phrasing, like, I need to get myself under control. I need to not just like stare at my phone or waste time. I do a lot of like staring at the clock and then going like, all right, well now I only have like 3 hours until I have to get Zoe from daycare. All right, well now I only have 2 hours. I could probably still write something. Oh, now I only really have like a half hour before daycare. I'm not going to write anything anyway. I may as well just keep staring at my phone. It's like an excuse factory. I know if I don't write and send something to her, nothing will happen. So the pressure isn't really. Yeah, it's nobody's actually breathing down your neck about it, which means it's all on you. which should feel like real pressure, but we can always convince ourselves I don't have to do shit. I don't have to do anything I don't want to do. So, don't you want to do this? It does feel better when you have something. I love, obviously, I love just putting something out there. It does feel better to have work, but it also, like, you just wish that you could have an elf who will take your idea and just create it for you. And then you can just wake up in the morning and be like, oh, it's there. It's a psychotic feeling. It is, for me, it's like definitely a kind of mental illness. Like, feeling the urge to write and create is like a burden. Like, I can't stop myself from wanting to, even though sometimes I'm just treading water, man. Conservatory, I don't see a magnifying glass, which I of course need. I don't need hourglass. That's not quite right. But Victoria Crompton is lying on the divan in the living room here, so let's question Victoria. I spent the entire evening alone in the library. Alone in the library. Earl David Conservatory. Is this... Was I was just talking to Earl, or... Okay, so Earl and David are in the clear. Earl and David are in the clear. Up, take the magnifying glass. Examine this fern. Just need some water, but I can't help you with that. Edward Brisbane. Let's examine that bottle of vitamins first, though. Okay. I spent the entire evening with Gerald in the library. Came up before. I think Victoria is lying. Didn't she say she was alone in the library? But here's Edward saying he was in the library with Gerald. So Victoria Crompton, I believe, is the murderer. At least we've caught her in a lie, I think. Let's examine this mirror. It's broken. So we still need the room and the murder weapon. Room and the murder weapon. Brass plaque. Tennis champions, dope. I don't think I examined anything in here, right? Oh, it's barren. That's why I didn't investigate anything. All right. What? Edward Brisbane is staring at the floor on the stairs? Huh. That's unusual, right? What are you staring at, Edward? Talk to me. Gerald and I in the library. Edward, Gerald, library. Examine marble bust. Question David. Alright, whatever. I don't care that the murderer is suspicious. How about this hourglass? Let's start doing the floor. Even though usually I seem to need one of the NPCs to be staring at the floor in order to find it. How about this bottle opener first? What are you looking at, Earl? Alright, we're at the scene of the crime. So I know that. Only the murder weapon is... Oh! Oh, and I was wrong, too. I was wrong. Wow. Okay, so I've been murdered for the first time in a long time. Edward Brisbane quietly locks the door behind you as you enter the dining room. Let me satisfy your curiosity, Inspector. I killed Maud in the kitchen with the obelisk, and now I intend to dispose of you. Goodbye, Inspector. Wow. How about that? How about that? I got coshed. That was a long time coming. It's like scratching an old itch to be coshed. Interesting. All right, well. All right. Now what? I've done every puzzle that I usually do. What am I to do? What do I have to get back to work? Do I have to write? Oh, shit. This is horrible. I do think this is going to be my last midday game-a-thon. I think I'm going to try doing a stream on, like, Thursday evening. Maybe one on Sunday afternoon. We're going to experiment. I want to see what I can do to maybe evolve, you know? I like the idea that there's only one inspector, but they won't get to... Yeah, they can't. You're right. This is weird. This is a weird scenario here. Because Edward killed Maud. And then I came to try to investigate the crime. So, he killed me. Boom. Double jeopardy. You got away with it. You can't be tried now. I guess. I don't really know the logic there. You know what I want to do? I know what I want to do. I want to... I've had a hankering to play a particular Zelda game. And I'm not sure if I've ever streamed it before. So I'm just going to fire it up. I'm just going to noodle around. Right? We're going to procrastinate. And we're going to do it right. So we're going to play some Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. How does that sound? If it works. And if is a big question. Yeah, I definitely want to bring back the writing streams. I've been thinking about what you had said recently, JD, about, like, doing some of that horror improv stuff on a stream itself. And I think that I would like to do that. But for that to work, I think I need to stream at a time where more people are comfortable tuning in. I had a dream that streaming during Monday through Friday 9 to 5 would work because it would fit nicely for my work-life balance, but I don't quite think that is proving to be true. So I think I gotta change it up. Okay, I think I also need to let me see. I'm also going to need some space here. Widescreen gaming. All right. And let's take this. We got to pull out the sides. There we go. Shrink her down. Pull out the sides. There we go. That's sufficient. That's sufficient. And here we go. All right. So as you can see, I've played a lot of this game. I have, what have I done? My first file from, wow, over 3 years ago. That's weird. I beat it without dying once. Then I played hero mode, which is the harder version. Didn't die once. Let's erase this version. And I'll just start a new file. Because this is quite possibly my favorite game ever made. There we go. The point is, Link wakes up on a mysterious island after crashing his ship in a storm. And we're going to be off and running. This was originally a Game Boy game from, I want to say, 93. And then it was remade in color on the Game Boy Color. And now here it is, remade again on the Nintendo Switch. So I've played each and every version of this game. There was a period of time where I used to try and technically speedrun it. I would literally, like, if we were, like, I don't know, traveling for, well, let's say Christmas right now, right? If we were traveling for Christmas and we were in the car for a long time or whatever, I would be like, I wonder if I can get through the entire game in a day. Now, maybe that's just the kind of stuff you do in the era where there are no cell phones, right? But I just goddamn loved this game so much. Let's get some audio going here. Because it's also an adorable sounding game. Just let me know if the audio seems like it's hinky or anything like that, and I'll adjust. Hey, Bobby, welcome. Yeah, I think this is going to be the last midday stream that I do, at least for a long time. Or, you know, maybe I'll do them, but I don't know, it'll be a little less than like every Monday or something like that. It'll be just as time allows, as energy allows. But I think I want to experiment with doing some streaming on like a Thursday evening or something like that, and see if we get more people in, do more writing streams, something like that. Here we go. This is Hinky's Quest, Bob. Yeah, that's right. The spiky bomb guys make you think of Mario. Yep. This game is so great. This game is like... It was so odd for... This is only the third Zelda game. Or no, maybe fourth Zelda game ever made. Obviously, super duper recently remade. But they were willing to experiment to a certain degree, which was really, really fun. And so there are like Mario characters in this game, which is weird, and they haven't really done since. I love that the art style here, which I remember not being into when they first unveiled it, because it looks so, like, I don't know, it looks like toys or something like that. But it's really grown on me. I love that it looks like a little diorama or something like that. Is this a path? Yeah, okay. Alright, so there are certain things you do when you first fire up this game, or at least certain things that I do. I could immediately just book it and try to get to the first dungeon. There are like 8 dungeons in this game that you have to do to get to the end. Just like clever little traversal adventure things. You gotta fight enemies, you gotta find keys to unlock doors, a lot of logic puzzles. But the other thing that I really like about The Legend of Zelda, and particularly this version of The Legend of Zelda, is that you can just goof around, hunt and peck, find little secrets, like this little secret seashell. And so what I usually do anytime I start this game is I usually try to get at least 30 rupees. That's the money. So 27, 28. Because once you've got 30, you can just start messing around. Let's see. Come on. Just need one more. I think, right? There. Oh, no, 2 more. Okay. You've only ever played Ocarina of Time and Twilight Princess? The Legend of Zelda is straight up, I think, my favorite game series. And it's weird because it's obviously like, this kid is an elf, I guess, right? I don't watch anything else that is in the fantasy genre. I didn't watch Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit, Game of Thrones, none of that. This is really like the exception that proves the rule or something. All right. So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to play some trendy game. Let's see if I still got it. So, move forward and move right. All right. So, what do I want? See, like, there's a Yoshi doll. Twilight Princess is very underrated, you think? Years and years and years ago, I streamed all the Zelda games. Oh, no. Or at least wanted to, leading up to the most recent game, Breath of the Wild. And, let's see if I can get it this time. Uh-oh, that doesn't look good. But, I streamed everything up to Twilight Princess for sure, and then I just didn't finish Twilight Princess. I've thought a lot about going back and checking it out again. I played it when it first came out, but not since, I don't think. Of course, I own everything, because I'm obsessive. Yeah, let's just try to get more money. Money grubbing. Money hungry. I think I blew it. Yeah, I blew it. Well, whatever. Let's see what that purple rupee is worth. I think it's worth like 50, maybe like something like that. There's also like a very, very easy method to get some of the things from this game in like this mini game here. I mean, Yeah, 50. So that you can really sort of like rinse, repeat, and make, you know, like fill your wallet, basically. But really what we need to do here is get the Yoshi doll, and I want that heart piece. The heart piece is, it helps to fill up your entire, your life bar, your health bar, let's say. There we go. All right. So we got this guy. Boom. Let's see if we can get the Yoshi. The trick with this version of the game is that there's a whole physics system that affects this crane game, and it is notoriously buggy. Sometimes things will just slip out the side of the claw. I just think this game, like, the art style, I think really, everything looks like you could 3D print it or something. Everything looks very tangible. Alright, let's try to get this Yoshi. Looks okay. It's a lot darker, which you liked. Yeah. I definitely want to fire it back up soon. Boom. Boom! Alright, we got everything we need. Alright, so red is 20 bucks. Got it. Piece of heart. We need 4 in order to add a new heart to our life bar in the top left there. And this Yoshi doll can kick off what they call the trading quest. You got a Yoshi doll. I don't know why that kid knows. Can't hurt to try to get some money on the way. Alright, 50 bucks feels pretty good. So, let's go up here. The only problem is I know this game, like, inside and out. So I don't even... I'm almost just, like, my brain's not even on while I'm doing stuff, because I just know where everything goes. I don't even know how many times I've actually played this. It has to... easily a dozen. Talk to this little guy who wants the ribbon. Now I get the dog food. The dog food goes to an alligator on the beach. See, like, everything here is, like, really weird. Evidently, the director of this game was super inspired by Twin Peaks. In as much as Twin Peaks is a place full of really bizarre characters. And they saw Twin Peaks and then decided it'd be a lot of fun to have a Zelda game where almost everybody that you interact with is super eccentric, weird, trippy. To say dreamlike would be an understatement for this game. Alright. Gotta reel this in, but I don't want this fish. I don't know if you noticed, but there was some litter at the bottom of this little pond here. And I want the litter. I don't want the fish. Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. There we go. Well, patience, patience. Careful. Let it sink there. If I'm too impatient, this will all have been for nothing. Gotta get this bottle. I must have it. How am I gonna get past this little fish, though? This is dangerous. Just gotta get this guy right below me. I think we got it. We good. We good. Look at that. I can store stuff in it. Yeah, let's keep going. Let's keep going, fish man. Now I want this big fish. I see you, big fish. Let's go. This is also, I believe, the first Zelda game to have, like, a fishing mini-game. This game has a lot of things that are, like, actually the firsts in the franchise. You gotta be careful. The line can break here. So if he pulls away, I'm gonna let him go. And then we reel in as fast as we can. We sort of let him go. Reel in as fast as we can. Whenever he's looking our way. Come on. We're getting there. Come on, buddy. Come on. Oh, he's almost above the surface there. Can't get impatient. There you go. Look at me. Look at how happy. Look how happy he is. I played Twilight Princess my freshman year of college, and like 4 of us played it. Once we beat it, we got the guide and got 100% of everything. Oh, man, I never did that. I never got 100%. Nice one. See, and he pays me. Pays me for that fish. And he gives me a new lure. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Very well. Oh, and I get a piece of heart. That's really what I wanted. No, I'm not going to keep going. Done for now. Done for now. There will be more fish throughout the game. There are more fish in the sea. Boom. All right. So now I think I do want to get... Let's do the first dungeon. I'll probably do the first dungeon here and then call it quits. I love that there's a mysterious owl that tells you what to do. Oh, there's plenty of Mario in this game otherwise. Get out of my way, pig man. There we go. All right. Oh, shit. I blew it. All right. I can't get that piece of heart until, like, way later in the game. It's one of the great things about this game as well, is that, like, you'll commonly go into areas where you don't even realize you're missing a tool to actually explore it fully. So you sort of have to have a really good mental map. And be like, oh, someday, when I, unlock a particular item, weapon, whatever, I have to remember there's a piece of heart there that I can try to go back and get. The game will happily put things in your face that you have zero access to. Alright. But sometimes you can instantly get stuff if you just know what you're doing. Boom, 50 bucks. Don't mind if I do. Alright. So I take this magic mushroom. We have to go bring it to a witch who can turn it into a magic powder. I don't even remember how you're supposed to figure this out. I have just known it for decades. Like I said, I don't even see this game anymore. I just sort of automatically play it. Get over here. Another piece of heart you can't get just yet. And here's the witch's hut. Alright, make that sleepy toadstool into some powder, lady. Boom. Thank you. I forget, in this version of the game, I'm not sure if you get anything for lighting the other torch in her hut. Let's see. Anything? No? Okay. Alright, let's see. I think when I wrap up this stream, I think I might walk right out of the house and go, sit somewhere and try to get some writing done. There are also a lot of things that I want to experiment with. I want to do some, almost like an interview series. Hunt a Killer had more layoffs, and so even more people who I used to work with are out of work, and it's like really, really talented people let go before the holidays, you know? And, I don't know. I'm sure I could find, if I were more social, I'm sure I could find a better excuse to be like, let's just talk and catch up and be friends or something, but I don't know. I always just want to talk to, like, writers on camera for some reason. Anyway, I just sprinkled some magic powder on a raccoon. It's going to bounce around now and turn into that guy. If I hadn't done that, I didn't demonstrate that, but if I had not sprinkled magic powder on that raccoon, I would not have been able to just walk over here and get the key to the first dungeon. Again, I'm playing this more because I want to than to demonstrate anything. I'm being incredibly unhelpful to give context as to why certain things are happening the way they're happening. But there we go. That's the owl reminding me that that key is for a dungeon. There we go. What if you just did Blackwood Season 2 and called it Lackwood and changed the character name slightly? That sounds good. Polly Sneaver. Cryan Planderson. This is my new main character. Crathan Crowell. Yeah, I don't see why not. I don't see why not. No, I think it's safe to say that Blackwood is nowhere near having anything new. At least not from me. Who knows? Who knows? The amount of things that I'm working on now that I think are really, really cool and exciting, though, I think some of them will scratch the Blackwood itch. But I'm assembling more than a few pitches right now to hopefully get something good in the works. As sad as it is to say, my mind is no longer, like, fixated on Blackwood. I know exactly what I would do. And occasionally there will be something that I see that makes me think about Blackwood again, but it's just not in the cards. If it were magically in the cards, I'd be overjoyed. But it's just not in the cards. Yeah, I know. Alright. Dungeon 1. Which means, by the way, that, like, if I beat this dungeon, like, you'd only have to really do what I just did 8 more times and you beat the entire game. Like, this is not a long game. But yeah. Alright, let's see. More keys. Alright. I think this is just the map. You're excited to see projects that I have in the works. Yeah, I've got to find another project to do on the website that I'm not so into that I need to hold it back for a pitch. I want to just have more writing that I just put out on the website. Again, I really want the website, and I don't know. I want the website to almost function like, you know, its own sort of, you know, content creation platform, even though I hate the term content creator. But, like, I would love to just be supported by people who follow my work, and so I just release more and more work constantly. I'd love to not really need to pitch someone. And thankfully, because of stuff like Guide to the Unknown, I don't really... I need something. I need another place. But I am in better shape than I think a lot of artists would be in my position, which is wonderful. And I really only have people like you, JD, to thank for putting me in this position. But I would love to have the website just be a place for, yeah, just like if I were to promise, you know, elder things every bi-weekly, something like that. That would be the dream. Because really, there's, and this is, I'm going to say something very cocky, I don't need any assistance to do certain things. There's nothing standing in the way of me making an audio drama series. I know how to do everything from the concept phase through to a production plan. I know how to cast, I know how to direct, I know how to edit and sound design, and I know how to release it. It's just a matter of time, and that being a comfortable time investment, you know? And my own ambition to hopefully pitch to people that are in a position to greenlight a TV series or a film. But that could almost be its own separate thing if the website were in a position that I could just create my own, you know, written stories. And a lot of this is on me for not knowing the best way to market myself or get my work seen by people. Like this stream, right? Like I'm streaming at I'm streaming on a Monday at noon, and this is not a time where anybody is available, right? Like I should just bite the bullet and like stream later at night or something like that, but I just don't want to take the time away from either my daughter or my wife or sleeping. Not right now. But we'll see. Again, like I said, I think I am going to try to, in fact, do just that. And maybe do a Thursday night stream. Maybe really redouble my efforts and turn some of the written stories into audio. Maybe release them as a podcast, or just release them on this YouTube channel or something. Nothing is set in stone, right? Oh, shit. There we go. Look, I'm just a little guy. There's nothing wrong with having a good time, Bob. All right. We all know this guy. How hard he is to destroy. It's over. Oh, wait. Can I use a bottle? Do I need a net in this game? How does this work? No. Oh, swipe. You just swipe with the bottle. Bingo. If there was any risk of dying, I've got a fairy and a bottle. All right, we're almost done here. One thing I want to do, because I'm not sure. I thought this was kind of fun. I always liked seeing these hanging skeleton people on a Game Boy. Thought this was kind of cool looking and unexpectedly grim for a 1993 game that I was playing when I was, 7 or 8 years old, to just see hanging corpses. How did this happen? Were these people alive and then they were hung to death? They were, like, lynched on chains? I don't know. But, like, on a Game Boy screen, this was all, like, blocky and you know, cartoony looking and low, you know, low res. And it still is in a similar style right here, but it was just kind of fun to see in a Zelda game. Okay. Moving on. Let's beat the boss, and I think I'm going to wrap up this stream here. Got a lot done. And still, it's only been an hour. I feel like we're moving at a wonderful pace. Just show off a little bit of one of my favorite games ever made. Why not? Oh, and here comes a little hamburger that we have to kill. Ah! It's Moldorm. Alright. Calm down. Calm down. Oh, no. Oh, only 2 hits. Wow. Wow. That was even faster than I thought it would be. Okay. And there you go. Get this guy right here. Now we have 4 hearts in the top left-hand corner. And we get the first of 8 instruments that we need to beat the game. The Full Moon Cello. It's a very musical adventure. Beautiful, haunting. A haunting melody. Swamp. A path opens in the blooms. Oh, but not for me. So I think I'm going to wrap it up right here. All right. Thank you so much for hanging out. Again, I think this is going to be the last Monday stream for a little bit. But stay tuned. I do plan to come back hopefully this week. It might be as soon as this Thursday evening. Just got to hash out and make sure that I can do it without feeling, I don't know, like I'm really stepping away from anything. But thank you so much for your support. Thank you for watching these. It's been a lot of fun. I've really enjoyed this little like Monday ritual, when time allowed anyway. Let's face it, I wasn't 100% consistent. But yeah, best of luck. Break a leg, JD. I hope that you're able to push through some of that I don't know, that barrier. I have refused to call it writer's block. That's not really what it is. There's some sort of there's an energy thing at play. And I'm going to go fight mine by, I think, literally changing my environment and getting out of the house and going somewhere unusual. I might go to the mall. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? The future is yours. All right, everybody. Have a great day. Thank you again, and I'm sure I will see you soon. Until then, bye-bye.